everyone. This is Nick Penev, the co-founder of Scale, Extreme Power Brands, and the partner manager of Helltax and 40 other companies in the e-commerce space. Today, we have our newest episode in February with our Network It on Steroids show by Scale. We have a very close friend and partner of mine as a guest. But before we do that, let me tell why we're doing those and why we're having Scale as our sponsor. So Scale is a SaaS platform which was built after doing introductions to people and partners for the last few years. We build a software where you can create your own opportunities. Instead of wandering, or waiting for referrals, you create a skill page, you upload your top partner contacts or clients, and you share your skill page with other users or partners with the idea to actually swap leads and proactively get referrals. So instead of waiting for somebody to introduce you, you request the referrals to people who don't know that you even exist. So by doing that, you proactively create opportunities. So you don't wait for the lead to come, you create it yourself. And this is our Scale, our software. We have a few hundred users already, and people are enjoying using that. So sign up, get the free trial, and before we increase the price. But today we're gonna have a very close friend of mine as a guest, and we're gonna talk about the power of nOrdinary branding. And you guys probably wonder what is that. And to be honest, I don't know as well. But that's why I'm gonna bring my close partner and friend Arina to the stage so she can tell you more about herself and what she's doing. Hey, Arina, nice
Hey
to meet you.
Nick,
Haven't seen you in 2 days.
thank you so
So,
much for having me.
thanks for making the time. I know it's snowy. You wanna go outside and do have snow fun in Latvia, but you made some like 30 minutes for me. So tell everybody more about yourself. Your background. How you ended up in e-commerce and what you're doing right now. Because I mean I
Well,
know some stuff, but surprise me. I would like to learn something new.
no, okay, I will try it. To be honest, usually I want to answer for this question like I'm just simple girl, but no, I'm not simple girl. And I do the cool stuff, and will be glad to tell you more about this today. Yes, my name is Arina. I'm the founder of the nOrdinary branding agency for e-com sellers. We help to create the strong brand identity that can help to scale your brand in future. And yeah, today I want to tell you a little bit more about branding, why you should invest on the branding, and what is the nOrdinary branding, and about everything about this. If we speak about my background, originally I'm the marketer. I have more than I think more than 10 years at the moment in marketing and digital marketing and PR. And when I start, I was a media buyer. It was one big agency in Moscow many years ago. And then I tried myself on a little bit of the PR, events organization, something like that. But last 8 years, I'm marketer. And last 5 years, I'm concentrate only in the e-com segment because I don't know what's happening in my life, but yes, every ways will go to the start my journey uh, in the
Okay, so let me ask
yeah.
so how you kind of told us what how you started, but tell us more about what was like your favorite thing that you've been doing in marketing, and probably what is the one thing that you don't like. So what
Okay.
did you learn in those 10 years?
Okay, before that, I just want to tell you that I had experience work with sellers and help them like a marketer to scale business and working with the service providers. And this is the reason why I in love with e-commerce, because I know to the both sides what to need to do the sellers and what know the service providers and can offering to the sellers. And of course, it's very simple answer for me. The best part always in my job was creative part and everything what we need to do with the creative side. I don't know, it was prepare the content, organize some shooting, create new packaging, create, I don't know, some posters and etc., and many other things. And I really like it. What I not to do, don't like to do, Good question.
There should be something that you don't like. I mean, I can tell you a lot
Yeah,
of things that you don't like. So,
I think it could be some management stuffs because
oh,
sometimes it's boring, but I know that I'm a really good manager. And this is the reason why I'm the owner of the branding agency, because if you're the owner of your business, it's not about the creative sides. If you have a manager skills, is I think 18% how to run your business and organize everything in your company.
okay, so one question. I mean, you've been working on both sides, and eventually decided to build a branding agency. So why did you decide to do that?
Oh, this is very funny story.
I like
um,
funny stories.
all of my previous experience, I work a lot with the different subcontractors, different designers, developers, and etc., etc. And it's not my words, but many people who know me always tell me that I have one good skills. It's a communication, and people really like to work with me. And this is the reason why I have a good connection always with the designers and the developers. I can explain what, for example, founders needs and what we need to do with the team to prepare the technical task and etc. And I have a lot of connections with this sphere. And I think it was 2 years ago I started thinking what I love do in my job. Maybe I need to focus with something one, because marketing it's about the management, about the advertising, about the creative smm and etc., it many small things, and maybe I need to concentrate with one side. And I understand that branding it's the best part of all of my stuff. And I have a morning routine, you know about it. I really love running. And one day 6 a.m. I'm running in the gym, and always when you try start thinking that you need to run your business or something like that, you have a power, you have a knowledge, you start thinking who is your target audience, where you can find the clients, and etc., etc. And thanks my partnership experience, it was like, I'm running, thinking about this, what I need to do in my life. I need a new journey. And it was like a puzzle in my head. And I select all of these pieces. And I understand who is my customer audience because I work with e-commerce and I know everything about the e-commerce. Not everything, because I think everything no only God, not the simple people, but I think know a lot about the e-commerce. I know what to need to sellers because I had experience to work with sellers with the different brands like supplements, skincare, etc. Had experience worked with service providers and know they live a lot of small things that need to do. I'm a marketer. I know everything about how to run your business, what you need to prepare about the marketing strategy, target audience, and etc. etc.
Let me ask you a question, because a lot of people talk about branding. What does branding mean, by the way?
Little bit later. I answer for this question a little bit
Okay.
later. I think I need to finish with this story because, yeah, it's very interesting. It's like it's a story about when you feel that you can do it something very well, and everything goes like organic. You don't do anything, but you open a lot of the doors when you when you find the right way and the right decision of your life. And when I create this idea at 6 a.m., I send the voice message to the graphic designer that I have idea. I'm absolutely crazy, but we need to open the branding agency. And of course, she answered me a little bit later, maybe it was 11 a.m., that I am absolutely crazy, but okay, I'm on deal. Because when we closed the previous project, the team told me that if you have any idea of your business or different project, we will be glad to join you because we really like work with you. And I start planning where I need to create the website. I need to find the customers. And I had a call with my close partner and told she about that. I have idea. I want to open the branding agency because a visual side is my strong side. I really love it, blah, blah, blah. And she told me that's a good idea. I remember your previous works and cases. That was amazing how you communicate with team and your feelings and your vision. And I have a client, he needs help with branding, and it was our first client,
Okay,
without
so
website, without
okay,
everything.
yes. So tell me now one other question. When you run, do you talk to yourself when you
Oh,
run?
no, my God. You don't know this girl, but I did intro. But as I remember, you don't have a communication. It's a digital marketing agency from.
No, actually, I think in the others- my question was when you're doing your morning runs, do you talk to
Ah,
yourself? To
yes, of
yourself?
course. It's my
Yes.
meditation time. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's my
Because no,
meditation time. Why I running at 6 a.m. Because it's from 6 till 8. I don't have any calls and message on my phone. And this is
Mhm.
time for me, and I have concentrate on all of my idea. And so sometimes people can create something when they walking, when they, I don't know, spend time with family or different ways. But for me, it's running or different activities because you stop think about everything, and you have a clear mind in the morning, and it's like you start feeling what you need to do the next.
Yeah, I guess I do the same now. I just do it later, 7 a.m. Not early wake. So please answer my question right now. Branding,
Okay,
because
about
what is
about the
branding? Because a lot of companies probably don't know what is branding. They
brand.
might even be doing that. So what is branding, and why is it important? I mean, it's another question.
Yeah. Okay, many people think that branding is the logo, but it's not. Logo is just element. If we speak about the branding identity, it's about your brand story, because when seller decided to open, I don't know, e-com store, etc., or create some brands, they have mission, vision. They try to find the answer, what kind of problem they can help with the client, and give the solution, what is the target audience, and etc., etc. It's many points. And if we speak about the brand identity, it's all about that, but we need to explain everything about the visual side. Logo, typography, colors, different patterns is just element which help us to do it.
Okay, and another question regarding your agency. I mean, what are you seeing with companies now? Do many of them do branding? Is there companies who do branding but have no idea what they're doing? Is there like a big opportunity there in what you're doing?
Yeah, a little bit explain what we do, and we're focusing, as I told you, only on the e-com segment, because people usually prefer that branding agency can cover, I don't know, offline, online segment, and that many other things. But we are focusing on the e-commerce. Thanks my background and background of my team, and our main services is to create the brand identity, strong brand identity, to create the web shop, to create the guidelines and packaging design. I explain why, because this is the important thing when you start. So many sellers, when they start, think that investing in branding, it's waste money, but it's not true, because branding can help you expand your business in future, help to I don't know, create emotional connection, to be attractive, and many other things. And I think people know about this, but I can show you the examples, and I think it will be the best explanation.
Yeah, I mean,
What is the
we eat first with our eyes, so we
brand?
need to see it before we buy or taste it. So okay,
Yes. What is the brand? You don't see the logo, but I
yeah,
think you
it's
know what is.
Coca-Cola. It's
Yes,
Coca-Cola.
yes, it's Coke. You don't see the logo, you don't see the typography and etc. You see just packaging and colors. This is the branding. This is
Okay,
what branding do. The second example.
Milka, but
Yes.
I like Lint more.
But this color and some visual elements give you the answer what is the brand. And if we look around, we can find 1,000 examples. I try to show you something international because I
Yeah.
think in Latvian brand you don't know. But this is explain what do the branding, because if when you start, if you invest money on the good branding and you create strong brand identity, find the colors that can associate with your brand in future and etc., and then you invest money on the good marketing, is 18% of the good result. Because for example, if you take how many sellers do Coca-Cola, yes, red bottle, this type of packaging, they do the same, but the name of a brand, I don't know, Bloom.
Yeah.
And when people see your products, they don't understand what they need by your product, because everybody knows this is Coca-Cola, red color, and this type of packaging. Why you need to buy the Bloom? And this is not about the sales, not about the brand for long term. And yeah, I think it's a short explanation what
Okay,
brand.
well, I have another question for you.
Okay.
So, because no, when people hear branding, when you show them Coco, when you show them Milka, they think, okay, these are huge companies, they spend billions for branding. Give some tips about how companies can actually start doing branding for free. Because obviously, man, you can do it all for them if they're
For
lazy. They can do it,
free.
but how can you do branding while don't spend any money? No, or
uh,
I mean effort. I mean spending time, not money. What kind of
um,
branding can you do when you start?
It's hard. I think it's depend about the niche, because if we speak about, okay, we can say Amazon sellers or e-com sellers who sell on the landing page or some on the social media. If we speak about the niche, supplement, skincare, and very dynamic e-com markets, and where is a lot of competitors, you don't have any chance to start without the branding, because you need to be more visible. You need to be fresh and create something new on the market. This is the first, because for example, if we look at the statistic, the official statistic, mostly of online purchase did the women. If we not speak about electronic or something for the hobby, there will be a little bit different numbers. But if we speak about the women, she likes something aesthetic, and you had experience work with the supplements. I also, we know about the real price of this product, and
Okay.
the good branding give a solution to set a high price.
Okay, I got it. I got it. But see, isn't branding mixed up a little bit with advertising then? Because a lot of products actually they cost very little to buy them, to source them, and then you can sell them for a higher price because you spend a lot of money on branding and advertising, right?
I think in nowadays you can find the different solution how to spend not $60,000 on the branding like Coca-Cola or Apple and etc. You can find the different agencies or freelancer who can help you. Yes, and of course, branding it not so cheap. It's expensive because you pay about the knowledge about the. If we speak, for example, about the agency, minimum 2 people work with your project: the graphic designer, the marketer, or art director. And for different side, they can find a good solution for your brand in future. Because, for example, how usually we work, we don't first of all, of course, we do the briefing. We're asking 1,000 questions for our customers about the target audience, market, sales channel, etc., etc. And when we sometimes clients, I think it's very important thing that sometimes clients think that if I like, for example, blue color, every people like this color. It's the biggest mistake.
Yeah.
And of course, when you go to the specialist, they give you the solution and a final result, recording the numbers, knowledges and marketing analysis. This is important thing. And of course, for some niche, you can start without the big investment in branding. For example, if you start your Amazon business and you sell something, I don't know, electronic or something like this, you can find a lot of logo generators and etc. But as a result, in future, if you have a volume, you will need the branding if you want to expand your business in different
Okay.
sales
Well,
channels.
I have a question regarding branding. How do you distribute the branding? What is the cheapest and easiest way to distribute branding? Like partnerships, influencers? How do you, let's say you build a brand, how do
Mm-hmm.
you start doing branding, like showing people what's your brand? What is the best or what is the easiest, like channel is a distribution for your brand?
It depends about the niche, but for example, if we speak about the beauty niche, it's very hard to explain how it works. If we could did a good branding and take micro influencer or beauty influencers, and they start showing on the TikToks video or Instagram that they use this, I don't know, foundation or something like this. It's like, it's like a virus on the social media, and good packaging. And if a lot of influencers told about this, people start buy it because they also want to be on trend. And if you check the TikTok, so many people, now it's a trend in Latvia, Baltic states, in Europe, that some small bloggers start to show that I see this product on the TikTok, on the big influencer, and want to try also. Or
Okay,
it's
yeah.
TikTok trend, I want to also buy this product
Okay,
also.
I think it's like copycats. No, okay, that's interesting. By the way, so is it social medias and influencers the best channels for branding right now, and the cheapest, I guess?
It depends about the niche, but as I told you, because if we, for example, if we take some fashion, it's
Mhm.
little bit different channels for the future. Yes, if we, I don't know, choose some pets accessories, it's also a little bit different niche. It's also social media, but I think, yes, if you send your product to the influencers and they show, and your product have a good packaging, for example, or something very interesting design, something new and fresh, and good reviews can do everything for your brand.
Okay, I see. So, what products or industries are you seeing that are not using any branding? I mean, no, do you have, like industries, like niches where people are not using branding, and there is an opportunity for those guys who start doing branding? Can you think
Mm,
of that? Because fashion, it's clear. Like electronics,
yeah,
clear.
fashion, beauty niche, some jewelry, it's clear because it's, yeah, I think maybe some I don't know, some gadget for garden or something like this,
Yeah,
because
exactly. The
it's
so-called unsexy,
practical.
products. So,
Yes,
uh,
unsexy, yeah.
okay. So, do you have like clients who are trying to set a branding for an unsexy product? Like I said, for example, like a
Yeah.
toilet accessories or like
Not toilet accessories.
like kitchen stuff, for example.
I had a client who want to create the branding for spices. It's
Okay.
not sexy product, but he want to sell them in future in marketplaces. And yeah, she asked me, what do you think, what we can do with this niche, because it's unsexy niche. It's not about the beauty, fashion.
Yeah,
What
actually,
this
that's a very good
influencers
idea.
not show this product on the TikTok video.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good idea. See, for the branding, find a product which is not that attractive, but see, everybody they either eat or they go to the kitchen at least for some stuff. So, if nobody is doing that, you'll be the first one, and I think that's an opportunity. You should start getting like kitchen guys, like all the unsexy guys, no, and start helping them with
Yeah, why
branding.
not? Why not? But because, as I told you, as a result in future, for example, if you have a good sales and you sell, I don't know, some kitchen accessories, and you have a good sales and you decided to create the web shop, you need to branding, because you need to create the web shop usability and attractive. Because if you have, for example, I don't know, some strange logo, not for kitchen accessories, something, I don't know, with the Arabic style, but you don't, the audience don't have see the any explanation why this logo, for example, and they not show what you do, and you have um, not attractive, absolutely not usability web shop with strange, I don't know, you don't have a call to action button and etc. It's also not a good for your business. You don't have any opportunity, you lose so many clients because you spend money for the traffic and advertising, Facebook, Google, and etc. People visit your web shop, see that it's absolutely something strange, and they don't feel some trust for this web shop, they leave.
Yeah, by the way, it's good that you mentioned that because I think 2 years ago, the car maker Kia, they did
Yeah.
a rebranding, and the new rebranding, people could not recognize because it was like it looked like not Kia but KNA, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody was wondering, okay, what the heck is KNA? So a bad branding can cost you a lot of money, right?
Absolutely, because it's very expensive to clean up everything, because it's a biggest mistake for the sellers and brands when they start, for example, only for the logo, and they don't choose the color or fonts or some patterns and guidelines. They do everything, some today I feel this, and we choose, I don't know, this style, and then this and this, and as a result it's like a Frankenstein, because it's not looks like one simple brand, and absolutely different story in every social media sales channel and etc. And yeah, it's so expensive to clean up everything as a result. And when they brand, and for this brand, I see two ways. uh, Sometimes they close the business because they don't have the money. They spent a lot of money for the marketing, and they don't get return this money because people don't buy their product. They don't see any reasons to buy these products because they have a lot of competitive, and it's not, how to explain.
Yeah,
Mm.
I got it. But
Yeah,
let's
it's
say,
like I show you example with Coke. Yes, if we put this different logo, people don't have explain and don't understand why they need to buy this. It's look like a fake.
mhm.
Yes, and they have money to spend $1 for the Coke, but not 50 cents for some unknown brand.
Okay, got it. So I have one question for the branding because you said
Mhm.
at the beginning what you think is not important because it's important what the clients are going to think. So are you using some software to see what type of branding is liked by the clients before actually recommend that for a company? Because you might think that red looks good and this would looks. I'm asking for that because I have a newsletter. Each week I
Mhm.
send an email, so before we do that, I use some of my WhatsApp group to do like some
Mhm.
split testing. I give them like
Yeah.
three titles and I tell them, hey guys, which title do you prefer? And so is there like a software that people can use, or are you guys using any kind of software or tool to see which branding is liked by the customers, no, or by the
Uh,
audience?
you know what? Split testing is the best way usually. But what the reason if you go to the agency, for example, or freelancer, yeah, graphic designer, because I bought in previous last year. I bought the course as a graphic designer. Of course, I had a blog like how to identify the target audience of the customer and etc. But they don't work with this information and data every day, and this is the reason why freelancer, you can pay less, but in future you need more testing, because freelancer decided today that this is the best, I don't know, logo in front for your brand, but in future you can notice that it doesn't work. And what at the same time, what do the agency, uh, this is a team who have knowledge, uh, vision, experience. For example, you know that I travel a lot. And
Mhm.
when I visit the new country, I always visit some pharmacy or local market, and I just look around what kind of packaging, colors, and etc. I see around, and I take a picture, a lot of pictures, and
So
send
you're
it.
doing like survey, you go to a new
Yes,
country
yes,
looking for ideas.
yes. You always look into ideas, and you always learning more about the international market. And for example, if my client told me that our audience is from 15 till 65 and all all European countries and all United States, I always answer that stop. Once again, who is your target audience? Because it's very important. Different age have different behavior, and so many short these things. And mm, when we build the brand identity for our clients, we collect all this knowledge. We do the research for each client, a big research. We asking some potential customer in some group and etc. Do the same like you as a testing and etc. And the final work we get to our client the branding who can help. Of course, in future they have, for example, rebranding and etc. If you look, for example, for the Coke, for the Apple, and you can see the 80-20 years, 15 years they changed the logo or typography or something like this. This is because the customers also changing the age, behaviors, countries, market, and etc. And if you go to the agency like we or another, we give a solution like a visual strategist, like a marketer, and like a graphic designer. We sell our experience and our vision, what we see every day on the market.
Okay. And I really know one last question. It's actually because AI is a hot topic. So
Yeah.
what can you do with AI, in terms of branding? How AI can help out for you guys when you do
Yeah,
branding?
sometimes it's help really well. For example, if we need to create some symbol or something I did like this, AI help us to generate idea. Yes, if we help our client with naming, we also can use AI to generate some idea, and after that, clear everything and give to the client some final result. For the graphic designer, of course, AI can help with some works, but I'm sure that at the moment I can't to do everything because they have a people experience and etc. And I show the cases when some people try to generate the logo with AI technology, and it's also depends about the niche. You can testing for the not unsexy niche this, but if we speak about the sexy niche, I think at the moment AI can help with some small things, but not a full work.
Okay, so tell us more about what type of companies are ideal clients for you. Which company should connect with you so they can use your services. Which your ideal client?
Mm, it's e-com seller, of course, and
Anywhere, any market.
any market. We work internationally. We work a lot with the United States. We work a lot with European countries, with CIS countries, and it doesn't matter where a client located. Maybe we don't have a lot of experience in Arabic countries because we located in Europe and it's more close. And I more understand and know experience in the United States market and these countries, but yeah, Europe, United States, UK, these countries can work with us. And what our ideal client? It's very simple question because if you have idea, if you have vision how your brands need to be in future, but you don't know how to realize everything, this is our ideal clients who understand and want to invest in branding. yes, at the moment, because in future they understand that in future it help them for many things. Because, for example, we always for brand identity we include the guidelines, because in future these guidelines can help with social media content. They absolutely understand what kind of content they need to create. Yes, we help with guidelines for any template like email and etc., because our client need it in future, and they get this doc, technical doc, and they do everything with this. They absolutely understand how visually uh, their brand needs to be on the market.
Okay, and last question: how does a company owner understands that they need branding? What is the red flag that you need to see to realize, okay, I need branding?
If you want to start selling on the beauty niche, fashion niche, jewelry, and all sexy brands.
Okay, so if you want to go into the sex industry, cannot be unsexy, so you need branding.
Yes. If
Okay.
you think that you can promote your brand on the social media or the influencers also, you also need to think about how it will be look in future. And yeah.
Okay.
And also I can add, if you sell something on sexy and you want to scale your business, you need to branding.
Okay, good. And then one tip from me, guys: go and see what your competitors are doing. If none of them is doing branding, and by branding, no, they don't have anything that stands out, then you need to do it now, right? If you're the first one, you get the most benefits.
Oh, more benefits. Mm,
Yeah, I mean,
I
actually, it's a question. So let's say there is 10 brands competing in a niche. So if none of them does branding, you're gonna stand out if you start doing branding, right?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Okay, so that's what I meant. Okay. Okay, guys, so I think we don't have more questions. So we're gonna have the recording of the webinar today. So if you guys missed it for some reason, don't worry. We're gonna send the follow-up to everybody so you can watch it. And we're gonna include that in my newsletter, Ecom Hot Sauce. There is nothing hot and but it's all ecom there. So check it out. And thanks again, everybody, for joining us. That's my last video of the day. So thanks, Farina, for joining and telling us about you
Thank
and
you so much.
Ordinary. I have the link here for everybody who would like to connect with Arina. I strongly recommend that. If you're in the e-commerce, have a chat with her. She's very well connected. And even if you don't know, you might need branding, so get in touch with her. So adios, muchachos. Scale networking on steroids. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.